We all want to be comfortable on our bikes, but unfortunately not always we get the comfort we desire or expect with a stock seat. In this video we are gonna talk about the COREMOTORCYCLE seat I have on Lilith. So sit back, relax and enjoy the ride. Hi, I'm Spell and welcome to the channel. The Kawasaki Vulcan S is notorious for having a very uncomfortable stock seat. Depending who you are, how you ride and for how long you ride, it might actually be okay. But if you are like me, if you want to go for longer rides, definitely the stock seat is not the one for you. After having Lilith for about 6 months, and although we never really went that far, every time I rode more than 30 minutes in one go, it was always very painful. It will kill the enjoyment and excitement of riding the motorcycle. In all honesty, sometimes I just wanted to turn around and go back home. So if I wanted to enjoy my rides with Lilith, I would have to do something about it. I came across COREMOTORCYCLE, and after looking at a couple of pictures and some comments from those who had one, I decided to give it a try. A 400 pounds try, mind you. Hey, before we continue, go ahead, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell, as I want you to be the first one to know every time I post a new video. COREMOTORCYCLE gives you the chance to customize your seat, from the leather to the color of the stitches or even any logos you may want on the seat. There are lots of options, and even if you have some special requests, the guys at COREMOTORCYCLE will be able to accommodate that for you. Of course, when compared to the stock seat, the main difference is the comfort. No doubt about that. I can now ride for much longer without needing a stop, that's for sure. Looks wise, this seat makes the bike look so badass. The lines, the blacked out look, the pattern on the seat, the way it flows and transitions from the tank to the seat, keeping roughly the same angle, it really makes it stand out. Notice how low the seat actually goes when compared to the stock one. So you end up sitting lower, giving you the sensation of being more in connection with the bike. As you can see, it supports the lower back much better than the original seat. You can really sit back, relax and enjoy the ride. And as you sit slightly lower, your arms are at a better position too. I have to say, this is actually my second seat, but not an entire new seat. What happened was the seat I originally had with the fiberglass base had some fitting issues, namely the seat would move from side to side. It never did come loose or anything, but I could feel it wasn't 100% secured. I don't know if all seats were affected by it, and could well have been a one-off, but nevertheless, high marks to COREMOTORCYCLE. As soon as I contacted them, they immediately offered to correct the problem free of charge by replacing the fiberglass base with the new and improved vacuum-formed ABS plastic, now available with every new seat. There are not many things wrong with this seat. Sometimes on longer trips, this top part of the seat that supports your lower back felt that it wasn't as comfortable as it could be. I don't really feel it as much anymore, so one of two things might have happened. Could have been the position of it placing pressure on the clothes, which in turn would create pressure and gas in my back, or it just required a breaking in period just like any other seat. Usually when the bum starts to hurt, it is the tailbone that complains first. See, unlike other bikes where due to the riding position we absorb some of the bumps with our legs, the way we sit on a cruiser puts all the pressure on the bum and spine. That is, unless you get a seat with lots of padding, it will be, I assume, another level of comfort. But in general, it will change your riding position. You will sit higher on the bike, maybe push you a bit closer to the bars, and I guess in the case of the Vulcan S, change for worse its appearance. But that's a matter of personal choice too. I think the COREMOTORCYCLE seat strikes the perfect balance between comfort, style and riding position. Despite all that, in the future version it would be nice to see some extra padding added to the area where the tailbone is. Finally, we all like to keep our bikes as clean as possible, but for different reasons, some of us don't have other option but to use the jet wash at the petrol stations, and that can be a problem, a small one, but still a negative. Due to its design with all those stitches that creates that beautiful pattern, it lets some water in and will leave you with a wet bum when you ride away with your pride and joy. If you are lucky enough to be able to wash your bike using 2 buckets method, then you have a good chance of avoiding this issue. Otherwise, it is something you'll have to get used to. I spoke with COREMOTORCYCLE about this as I was worrying the water could affect the seat. But no, there is a waterproof layer between the panels and any of the main seat foam, so you can relax with the knowledge that rain or shine, your seat is able to deal with it. But will your bum? So to finalize pros and cons of the COREMOTORCYCLE seat: thumbs up for the improved comfort, the improved lower back support, improved riding position, the design, and for being customizable. And thumbs down for putting some pressure on the lower back and tailbone, and of course the water seeping in between panels and the waterproof layer. The pros clearly outweigh the cons, and if I was to be unlucky enough to have Lilith stolen, and if I decided to get the same bike again, the first change I would do to it would be a COREMOTORCYCLE seat. No doubt about that whatsoever. I hope this video was useful to you. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, and if you have any questions, write a comment below. Thanks for watching, ride safe, and I'll see you soon.